As we look to the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. And Bill Gates. Leadership is no longer about holding power to control, but about sharing power to unleash the hidden strength in others. If once leadership meant standing above to command, today, true leadership is about stepping down, listening, and uplifting, so that every individual in the group feels valued, heard, and capable of making an impact. For no matter how strong a single hand may be, it cannot build the entire sky, but hundreds, thousands of empowered hands building together will create miracles. The leader of the new century is one who sows faith, offers opportunities, and transforms a collective into an unstoppable force of resonance. The growth and development of people is the highest calling of leadership. Harvey Firestone, a guiding star for every true leader. Leadership is not about enhancing personal fame or asserting power, but about seeing those around you grow stronger, bolder, and more capable. A great leader does not measure success by their own achievements, but by how many people have matured under their guidance. Like a gardener, the greatest joy lies not in the hoe or the soil, but in the green sprouts that rise and bloom. When each individual grows, the entire collective flourishes. And that is the most sacred calling of leadership. Awakening potential in others to create a journey beyond expectations. True leadership cannot be bestowed or conferred. It must be earned and achieved. Orrin Woodward. Leadership is not a chair, nor a medal pinned to a chest. A title may be given, power may be granted, but respect and trust from others cannot. These come only from actions, from character, from daring to lead, to take responsibility, and to sacrifice for the collective. A true leader does not need to proclaim, "I am the leader." Those who walk alongside will affirm it. Like light that needs no boasting to shine, true leadership is proven through practice, dedication, and results. Leadership is a journey, and it is only worthy when earned through effort and achieved through trust. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Stephen Covey. Circumstances may shape the environment we grow in, but they cannot determine the future we reach. Some rise from hardship to success, while others, born in luxury, lose their way. The difference lies in decisions. It's the small daily choices, to learn or quit, to persevere or give up, to step forward or stand still, that carve out who we become. Circumstances may be the wind, but decisions are the sail. Those who firmly grasp the helm will steer their life's ship through the waves to the open sea. Thus, to change your fate, first change your decisions. For today's choices are the shadow of tomorrow's self. Whenever you see a successful business, someone once made a courageous decision. Peter F. Drucker. The secret behind every triumph. Great businesses are not born from absolute safety, but from a moment of daring. It might be when someone dares to leave a stable job to chase an idea, when they dare to bet on something no one else believes in, or when they dare to rise after countless failures. Success in business is not a path strewn with roses, but footprints etched on the rocky road of courage. And it is that decision, trembling, risky, that opens the door to a grand journey. For without someone daring to begin, no business would ever be called successful for the world to admire. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Bruce Lee. Success is not reserved for innate geniuses or the extraordinarily lucky. It belongs to ordinary people who focus their mind, strength, and passion on a single goal. A laser is merely light, but when focused, it can cut through steel. So it is with people. Scattered, we wander among 1,000 choices, but focused, we become warriors capable of conquering any summit. The secret of success lies not in innate brilliance, but in unwavering dedication to a single path, undistracted, undeterred. That is the power that turns an ordinary person into an extraordinary one. I've failed over and over again in my life. That's why I succeeded. Michael Jordan. Success does not sprout from perfect soil, but from the scars of failure. Each fall teaches us to stand. Each mistake clarifies the path ahead. Those who have never failed often crumble before challenges, but those who have stumbled many times possess a resilient strength, for they know failure is not the end, but a lesson. Like basketball, Michael Jordan once said, "It's because he missed thousands of shots that he became a legend." Repeated failures don't steal dreams. They forge the resolve to make dreams reality. Success, in the end, is the reward for those who never give up after countless failures. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Aristotle. The darkness of life may be failure, loss, or pain that makes us feel like collapsing. But in those moments, the key is not to complain or surrender, but to keep the eyes of the soul fixed on the light. For as long as we can see even a faint glimmer, we have a reason to keep going. Like stars that shine brightest in the night sky, hope glows most vividly when we pass through dark days. That light may be faith in ourselves, the love of family, or simply an unfulfilled dream, but it will guide us. So from the darkness, we find strength and step into the light of life. The fiercer the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. What we obtain too cheaply, we esteem too lightly. Heaven alone knows how to set a proper price for its goods. Thomas Paine. The harsher the challenge, the brighter the glory of victory. An easy win leaves no mark, but a triumph earned through blood, sweat, and tears is etched forever in the heart of the conqueror. True value lies not in quick results, but in the price paid on the journey to the goal. For what comes too easily is rarely cherished, while what is won through hardship is treasured and prized. Like a diamond, formed only under the pressure of 1,000 years in the earth's core, true victory requires perseverance, commitment, and sacrifice, and perhaps only heaven, or time and life's fairness, can set the true measure for human effort. Nothing can replace hard work. Thomas Edison. In life, we may have luck, talent, or opportunities, but these are merely fleeting breezes. The only enduring force that surely leads to success is relentless effort. Hard work is like a key. It may tire us, tempt us to quit, but only it can unlock the door to achievement. No one climbs a mountain by a shortcut, just as no one builds a great career through laziness. Success does not come from idle dreams, but from the sweat and steadfast persistence of daily effort. Thus, every path to glory is paved with the weary steps of hard work. Don't wait to strike until the iron is hot. Make it hot by striking. Quote, William B. Sprague. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Many stand still, hoping the perfect moment will arrive. But the truth is, the ideal moment rarely appears on its own. Successful people don't wait for the iron to heat. They make it glow with action, will, and determination. Like a craftsman who doesn't wait for a fire to blaze, but kindles it to forge steel, so it is with life. If you want to leave a mark, ignite the spark yourself. Make things blaze with your own effort and burning desire. Only then do you truly master your destiny and turn dreams into reality. I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse. Florence Nightingale. Many fail not for lack of talent, but because they're too skilled at making excuses. Excuses may shield us momentarily, but they also bind our feet, keeping us from going far. Successful people know you either have results or excuses, never both. When you cast aside excuses, you force yourself to find a way, and in that search for a way, wisdom, strength, and courage are forged. Refusing to cling to justifications, rejecting blame for circumstances, focusing only on solutions, that is the mindset that distinguishes the successful from those who give up. There is no traffic jam along the extra mile. Roger Staubach. A priceless secret to success. In life, most people stop at good enough, but those who go the extra mile, doing a little more, trying a little harder, enduring a little longer, step onto an open road, free of crowds. Because so few are willing to do it, that extra mile is always empty. The domain of the exceptional. Success doesn't always require giant leaps. Sometimes it comes from one more step, one more hour, one more day than others. And that extra mile creates the vast difference in a lifetime's journey. It's never too late to be what you might have been. George Eliot. Life sometimes makes us think time has passed, opportunities are gone, dreams are too distant. But the truth is, as long as we live and yearn, it's never too late. A seedling can sprout on barren ground. A person can start anew at any age. What matters is not how long we've missed out, but whether we dare to begin today. Time is not an enemy, but a companion, always offering a chance to continue writing our story. And sometimes, what we can become today shines brighter than the dreams we once held. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. In life, many don't fail because they try and miss, but because they never dare to try. Every opportunity is like a shot. It may hit or miss, but if you never draw the bow, the result is always zero. Success is not for those who stand on the sidelines, but for those who dare to act, to risk. Like an athlete who cannot score without shooting, a photographer will never capture a masterpiece without pressing the shutter. So, instead of fearing mistakes, dare to try, for in those attempts lies the chance to seize success. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. The true power of a person lies not in words or outward actions, but in how they touch others' hearts. A kind word may fade, a good deed may blur with time, but the warmth, comfort, or inspiration you spark will linger forever in memory. Leadership, friendship, love, or any relationship is built on this foundation of feeling. Like a song, people may forget the notes, but its echo resonates in their hearts. So, if you want to leave a lasting mark, care about how you make others feel respected, heard, loved. A life not worth living is not worth living. Socrates. Each person's life is like a candle. If it's not lit with value or purpose, its light will be dim and fleeting. Living just to exist, chasing meaningless days, is like squandering the greatest gift we have, time and presence. A life worth living is one where we value ourselves, dare to chase dreams, leave a mark, and spread goodness to others. Like a rough gem, only when polished does it shine and hold value. So too with people. Only a life of meaning is truly worth living. 80% of success is showing up. Woody Allen. Being present is half the battle won. Many opportunities in life don't go to the most talented, but to those who dare to show up, step out of their comfort zone. You cannot win a game if you don't take the field. You cannot find opportunity if you don't try. Like a seed that never breaks through the soil, it will never become a tree. Presence, at the right time, in the right place, is the door to the journey of success. For talent and effort only matter when you dare to step forward, to be seen and recognized by the world. Winning isn't everything, but wanting to win island. Vince Lombardi, like an arrow shot straight into the spirit of every person. For success in life is not only measured by trophies or titles, but by the determination and unyielding will to never give up. Victory may be a fleeting moment, but the desire to win is the flame that drives us to train, strive, and grow. Like an athlete, the medal isn't the only thing that matters, but the relentless practice, the sweat shed, and the steadfast pursuit of a goal. That desire is what shapes a person and is the indispensable element on the path to success. Every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. Pablo Picasso. Childhood is a land of boundless imagination and innocent creativity. A child can turn a sheet of paper into a sky, a stick into a sword, a puddle into a vast ocean. But as we grow, worries, conventions, and societal expectations gradually stifle that creativity. The challenge is not whether we have talent, but whether we dare to hold on to our curiosity, passion, and imagination in our hearts. A true artist doesn't just wield a brush or pen, but dares to see the world through a child's eyes, ever fresh, ever creative, ever inspired. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. Mark Twain. The greatest regrets don't come from mistakes, but from opportunities missed. A stumble today can become a precious lesson, but a dream never pursued will forever haunt the heart. Time passes, and we may forgive ourselves for being wrong, but it's harder to forgive never having tried. Life is a journey of stepping out, experiencing, embracing both risks and successes. For it's better to bear the scars of a fall than the emptiness of never having lived fully. Don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as your mind lets you. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. Mary Kay Ash. The greatest barrier to success is not circumstances or others, but our own mindset and beliefs. When you believe you can, you lay the first brick on the road to your goal. Every great achievement, from scientific breakthroughs to space exploration to athletic feats, begins with the belief that it's possible. So don't build walls to confine yourself. Let your mind and heart clear the way, for true strength lies in the belief you carry within. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men fear the light. Plato. Darkness, a child's fear, is merely the absence of light. But light, symbolizing truth, knowledge, and justice, becomes the fear of many adults. For light reveals what we wish to hide, forcing us to face truth, responsibility, and sometimes ourselves. Forgiving a child's innocence is natural, but the greatest tragedy lies in adults choosing to flee from light, seeking safety in ignorance rather than courage in truth. Only by stepping into the light do we find true freedom and live authentically. Teach your tongue to say, "I don't know," and you shall progress. Maimonides. In the journey of learning, the obstacle is not ignorance, but the illusion of knowing everything. When someone humbly admits, "I don't know," that's when the door to knowledge swings wide open. Like a cup, if full, it cannot hold more, but if empty, it's ready to receive. The path to progress begins with honesty, with oneself, daring to question, to listen, to learn. The wise are not those with all the answers, but those who never stop seeking them. Begin with what's right, rather than what's acceptable. Peter Drucker. In a world full of compromises and easy choices, many opt for the acceptable for quick comfort. But the truth is, what's right is the only solid foundation. When you start with what's right, though difficult, though arduous, the path ahead is steady and clear. Conversely, building on convenience is like constructing a castle on sand, fleeting, beautiful, but doomed to collapse, like sowing seeds. Good seeds need good soil. Planted on faulty ground, there will never be a bountiful harvest. True success comes not from being accepted, but from standing firm on what is right. In the world I pass through, I am endlessly creating myself. Franz Kafka. We are not merely products of circumstance, not leaves drifting on life's current. Every step, every choice, every experience is a brushstroke on the canvas of our life. The world may be turbulent, but in that journey, we always have the power to reshape, renew, and redefine ourselves. Like an artist who never stops at one painting, a person never ceases to create themselves. Each day is a chance to grow, to break through, to become a better version, not of someone else, but of ourselves. The only way to avoid criticism: do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Aristotle. In life, whenever you act, speak, or step out to affirm yourself, there will be those who agree and those who oppose. Criticism is the inevitable shadow cast by the light of success. Ironically, to avoid it, you'd have to become invisible, leaving no mark, not living true to yourself. But isn't that a tragedy? A life without criticism is a life without vitality. Like a ship aiming for new shores, it must brave the waves. And those waves prove the ship is moving. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to reform or pause and reflect. Mark Twain. The majority is not always right. Sometimes the crowd sweeps us along by inertia, habit, or safe, well-trodden paths. But great change, world-shaking discoveries, never came from following the majority, but from those who dared to question, to walk against the tide. When you find yourself blending into the crowd, it's time to pause and ask, am I truly choosing or just following? Critical thinking, courage, and a desire for change are the flames that create extraordinary individuals. For history is written by those who dare to stand alone before leading the world. What lies behind us and what lies before us are small matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The past may hold memories and mistakes, the future dreams and fears, but these are mere shadows. True strength lies not behind or ahead, but within us, in faith, will, courage, and the ability to overcome adversity. A tiny seed can sprout through hard soil, not by luck from its surroundings, but by the fierce life within it. So too with people. Only when we recognize the value and power within ourselves can we move past the past and confidently face the future. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Oscar Wilde. Existing is breathing, passing from one day to the next, repeating familiar cycles. But living is different. It's feeling deeply, striving boldly, creating value, and leaving a mark. A flower doesn't merely stand in the breeze. It spreads its fragrance. So too with people. Mere existence is not enough. We must live with meaning, passion, and purpose. The greatest tragedy is not death, but never having truly lived while still breathing. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. Alan Saunders. Life is not just about the destination, but about each moment we're living. We're often so busy planning for the future, work, money, tomorrow, that we forget each passing day is life itself. The joy of a sunny afternoon, laughter with friends, or a quiet moment with family, these are the pieces that form life's mosaic. If we only focus on tomorrow, we miss the beauty of today. Life doesn't wait for perfect plans to begin. It's happening now, in every breath. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Life is not measured by the years we exist, but by how we live each moment. Some live 100 years in repetitive, flavorless existence. Others live mere decades, yet leave a legacy of impact, love, and enduring value. Living right doesn't mean living perfectly, but living fully, with passion, true to yourself, and giving to others. Like a candle, it need not burn forever. One brilliant flame is enough to light up the darkness. I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of men. Isaac Newton. The vast universe, with its stars and planets, moves by strict mathematical laws. Humans can measure, calculate, predict with precision. But the human heart and nature are different, full of flux, contradiction, sometimes irrational, beyond any formula's grasp. Intellect may reach the cosmos, yet it falters before the ambitions, selfishness, or absurdity in human actions. And perhaps that's what makes humanity both mysterious and awe-inspiring, for no one can fully predict what lies in the heart and mind of another. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Oscar Wilde. We all face hardships, challenges, even the darkest corners of life. That's the gutter. But the difference lies here. Some look down at the mud, lamenting their fate. Others lift their eyes, letting the starlight guide their way. Vision, faith, and aspiration turn adversity into opportunity, darkness into the start of a dream. The gutter is reality, but the stars are hope, purpose, and the noble dreams humanity endlessly reaches for. Not everything we face can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. James Baldwin. Courage. To face something is the first step to any change. Some problems in life seem too vast, too complex to shift immediately. But if we avoid them, if we turn away, they will stand forever, like an unyielding wall. Sometimes strength lies not in instantly altering reality, but in daring to stand tall, to look straight, and to act. Like climbing a mountain, It may not be conquered in a day, but only by taking the first step does the journey of change begin. I cannot change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Jimmy Dean. A vivid portrait of adaptability and resilience in life. In life, some things we cannot control, circumstances, events, or sudden shifts like winds blowing from all directions, but we can choose how to respond. Like a sailor who doesn't curse a contrary wind, but skillfully adjusts the sails to keep the ship moving forward. The secret to reaching success lies not in wishing for calm seas, but in staying steadfast in purpose while flexible in approach. For in the end, the wind may shift, but the one who masters the ship is you. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the judgment that something else is more important than fear. Winston Churchill. Courage is not being fearless. Fear is a natural human instinct. Courage is facing fear, yet choosing to act because you see something greater, a dream, love, an ideal, or duty. The brave are not those who never tremble before difficulty, but those who know the danger yet move forward, seeing the meaning beyond fear. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Thomas Jefferson. Life is like a secret garden, where the brightest flowers yet to bloom require you to dig deep into familiar soil to plant unfamiliar seeds your heart has never held. It's like a gentle spring breeze stirring rigid branches, inviting you to step out of your familiar comfort zone where old habits, like a worn cocoon, hold back the wings of your dreams. This is not a harsh warning, but a joyful symphony of change, where each daring step is a vibrant beat, turning fear into exhilaration, and the unknown gradually unfolds like a radiant dawn after a rain. Embrace that journey with a smile, for that courage will make you a masterful gardener, harvesting the sweet fruits of success your soul craves, bringing deep fulfillment like a calm river flowing to the vast sea. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Zig Ziglar, a small gem in the stream of life's philosophies, both witty and profound, like a morning tea awakening the soul. It reminds us that motivation, like the freshness after a bath, is not eternal, but must be renewed constantly, like standing under cool water to wash away daily dust. This saying is like a playful smile from the universe, urging us to seek small sparks of inspiration in daily routines, like sunlight filtering through leaves, igniting energy to walk our own path. It's not just a reminder, but a joyful invitation, encouraging us to nurture the flame of passion with simple, steady actions, so each day becomes a fresh start, vibrant and full of life, like skin fragrant after a bath brimming with soap bubbles. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. A lighthouse blazing through a storm, guiding lost ships in the ocean of life. It whispers that success, sweet as spring blossoms, is never a permanent stop, but a shimmering step on a long journey. Failure, though bitter as a chilling wind, is not an abyss swallowing dreams, but scars telling tales of resilience. Like an endless dance, life invites us to keep moving, with hearts ablaze and feet unafraid, like a seabird soaring through countless storms. That courage, shining like a star in a black sky, is the fire warming the soul, a resounding melody urging us forward, turning each day into a chance to write our own radiant story, full of energy and hope. I am grateful for the lawn that needs mowing, windows that need cleaning, and gutters that need fixing because it means I have a home. I am thankful for the pile of laundry and ironing because it means my loved ones are near. Nancy J. Carmody. A gentle poem woven from threads of gratitude, sparkling like morning sunlight through leaves. Each tangled blade of grass, each smudge on a window, each leaf caught in a gutter is not just a chore, but a note in the symphony of a home where love and life overflow. The pile of laundry, though scattered like small hills, is a mark of laughter, embraces, and the warmth of loved ones nearby, like stars twinkling in the night sky of life. This saying is a sweet reminder, like a cool breeze soothing the soul, that happiness lies not in grand things, but in simple moments, in the presence of a home and the hearts of those dear, making us smile and cherish every second of life. Attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you. Choose wisely. Roy T. Bennett. A vibrant painting drawn with the colors of will, each stroke a reminder that we are the artists of our own souls. Like a river sparkling under sunlight, each choice we make is a droplet, shaping the flow of our life, leading us to shores of happiness or quiet, shadowy waters. Choosing a positive attitude is like sowing seeds of light, blooming into flowers of optimism amid fields of challenge. Choosing kindness and giving is like a gentle breeze, carrying warmth and joy to the souls around us. This saying is a melodious song, echoing a call to awaken, to seize the power of choice, to craft a better version of ourselves, like a star blazing in the night sky, shining not just for us, but for the world. Choose wisely, so each step is a dance full of energy and meaning, guiding us to a radiant life. I think I can, robot. I know I can. A small, steadfast flame burning in the chest, lighting the path through shadows of doubt. Like a fledgling bird before a cliff, the first sentence is a trembling whisper of budding faith, tentatively exploring its own strength. Then, like a bird soaring into the vast sky, the second sentence rings with bold certainty, a radiant affirmation, like sunlight banishing clouds. This saying is a short but vibrant song, like a drumbeat, urging the soul to overcome fear, turning vague hopes into ironclad belief. It invites us to embrace confidence, like a wanderer holding a torch to light the dark path, so each step becomes a radiant declaration. We don't just dream, we will conquer, with a heart full of energy and resolve sparkling like stars.